Hello, it's Dawn from Crafting on the Green, and this is card number 3 from your Quite Curvy virtual craft box. I love this card. I think it's so cute, and yeah, hopefully you're going to love it too. So first thing we want to do for this card is you'll find in your kit we've got a piece of Whisper White, and what we're going to do is use a sponge brayer, which you will also find in your kit, and we're going to layer up the background. So using Balmy Blue or another blue that you have, you want to just roll it over the ink, and you want to go in the same direction. You can go backwards, but just make sure again that you're lifting it up and starting again to roll. You don't want to keep going backwards and forwards, because otherwise that will only get ink on one spot. So once you've loaded it up, make sure you've got something underneath like grid paper, just so that you protect your workspace. And then starting off the page, you just want to roll gently down. You don't want to apply too much pressure. And then you want to roll back up. And we can load up with some more ink. And you'll see it starts to build up to create a nice background. Looks a bit like sky. So keep doing this until you're happy with how the background is. You can go at different angles. I think I just want a little bit more lower down. Okay, something like that. So it has a nice gradient as you move down the page, and I'm leaving the bottom as white. Right, so once you've done your background as you want it to be, pop the brayer out the way so we don't get ink everywhere. Next, what I did was, so you want to cut out some birds. So there's 3 birds, so I've used all 3 of them. And then you want to draw a line. So I'm just using the Stampin' Right marker in basic black. I'm not going to use the brush end, I'm using the fine end. And you just want to draw a line, rough line. I didn't use a ruler, I did it by hand, just across the page. So where you want it to be. So I think I want it to be just above the halfway point, just like that. So that's not too wonky, which is good. So now that we've got our line drawn in, what we want to do is attach our birds. So decide where you want them to be. I think I'll put him in the middle this time. And we're basically just going to stick them on using Tombow. So it can be quite fiddly to pick up. Okay. So he can go over here. I'm going to pop the little one in the middle. And then this happy chappy can go on the end. There we go. So it kind of looks like they're now sitting on the line, which, you know, imagine it's a, you know, one of the telephone wires or something that we get, or even a washing line. So next thing we want to do is we want to attach this. Now it's up to you how far across you put it. What I did first, I attached my white background onto the Balmy Blue background, which you will also find in your kit, and then I stuck this over the top, and then I chopped it off in line with the Balmy Blue. that was my choice. You can choose to cut it off in line with the Whisper White, but I'm going to do the same again. So again, just stick your Whisper White onto the Balmy Blue. There we go, just like that. So I want it to overhang slightly because it's going to be stuck onto a Whisper White card base, which it will give, I'll show you, if you, once it's stuck down, you'll have an extra little bit of room. So if it overhangs slightly, that's fine because it will still be within the card. So decide where you want it to go. I'm going to pop some glue on the back here. That should. And then, yeah, about there, I think. So it's overhanging ever so slightly just at the bottom. And then what we're going to do is chop these two bits off here, but not that bit that's coming off the bottom. So you can either use scissors or a craft knife, whichever you prefer. And I'm doing it from the back so that we can get a nice straight line. There we go. Then we want to use the stamp that says "You're 1 in a million," and it just fits perfectly on that card. So using Memento, oh, try not to throw that everywhere. Make sure I've not got inky fingers after that. And then you can line it up. And there we go. So I covered the leaves with Wink of Stella. I'm not sure you could quite make it out on the card itself, but I think it just gave it a nice little bit of shimmer. So if you have a Wink of Stella brush, then go for it. And if you don't, we obviously do sell them with Stampin' Up. I don't think I could be without the Wink of Stella. It's an amazing piece of kit. Just to add a nice shimmer, not too heavy. Can you see that? Hopefully you can make out a bit of shimmer on that. And then finally, we just want to stick this onto the front of the card. And I do love that saying that "you're 1 in a million." It's quite nice. We've not got anything like that really. Not so succinct and to the point. So, and there we go. That's card number 3. Oh, can't pick anything up today. Card number 3, all done. What do you think? Nice and quick and nice and pretty. Right, I'll see you again shortly for card number 4.